All right, everyone. Let me tell you a story what happened for the past 2 days. In case you don't know, um, Rooster Teeth is officially back at the year of closing down, and because the original Rooster Teeth founder Bernie Burns acquired the assets for Rooster Teeth and was now under a his production company Box Kion Productions. Now, in case you don't know, Bernie Burns was original founder of Rooster Teeth before left in 2020, left the company in 2020 because of the COVID pandemic, and eventually moved to Scotland. But eventually he moved back to in US in just I think a few weeks ago or I think a few days ago. I don't know. And and he eventually bought back of the original uh, assets uh, assets of Rooster Teeth from Warner Bros. Discovery. So Rooster Teeth had a lot of histories of companies operations. Now, originally was an independent company, was bought by Fullscreen, or later along with Screw Attack, another company was led by Starter Craig. But then the latest show sold Fullscreen along with Rooster Teeth and Screw Attack was sold to other media, and then because Screw Attack was now folded into Rooster Teeth, and and then it also other media also acquired Machinima, was another company related to gaming, and then in 2018 and 2019, I think the other media was bought by Warner Media in through AT&T, and then in 2022, Warner Brothers were spun off the entertainment asset Warner Brothers assets to AT&T spun off the entertain Warner Brothers as Warner Brothers to merge with this company known as Warner Brothers Discovery and remain through this day. And then eventually, in 2 years later, Varsity shut down after a poor managing led by Warner Bros. Discovery, and especially the infamous CEO David Zaslav, because let's be honest, David Zaslav was a douchebag. Might become the new Mike Eisner. Anyway, Rooster Teeth was returned for the roots. He said it in a uh, press release, and he said in the statement, Bernie Burns, founder of the online media outlet Rooster Teeth, has acquired the beloved entertainment brand. This milestone marks a new chapter for Rooster Teeth as it returned to the hands of the original creator, a part of his company, Boss Kion Productions. Under Bird's leadership, the Australian brand brand plans to renew their focus on the innovation, community engaged, and spread the creativity that the first defined the success. First started Rooster Teeth in 2003 with the breakout success of Red vs. Brew, the long-running Red series in history. Over the years, Rooster Teeth expanded into the multimedia powerhouse, producing hit shows like Ruby and the international RTX convention series. While fostering a fascist global fan base, with this acquisition, Burst aimed at regaining um, the collaborated and community-driven energy that made Mercy a trailblazer in the digital entertainment. I'm excited at the challenge to bring Rooster Teeth back into the its roots, said Burns. The heart of this brand will always be its friends, and I look forward with a new chapter together. As an early pioneer on the online video content, Rooster Teeth set the standards on how fan-first entertainment could for the digital age. With Birds back in the helm and fans that appreciate the renewed dedication to Rooster Teeth original mission to entertain, inspire, and connect. Along with the acquisition, Box Kion announced a new development slate of the productions for 2025, including the renewed production of some the platform's classic shows, a new original audio adventure again, and an untitled reimagining of the Bird's first film, The Skeletal. So I'm excited that Rooster Teeth is fighting back after the year of operations closed down by Warner Bros. Discovery, and later um, the original founder of Rooster Teeth bought the assets of that Rooster Teeth company and the name, and then now we're bringing back the old glory to the good old days of the era that vibrant and nostalgia of what of the gaming community were like Red versus Blue and Ruby. In fact, Ruby was now, unfortunately, Rooster Teeth didn't not own, and the production company Boxcar Productions didn't have owning Ruby, but now belonged to Viz Media, was an anime company, was compete with Crunchyroll, was actually known that acquired from the nation a few years earlier. So what's gonna be? Well, I think this reminds me of Smosh. Now, in case you don't know, Smosh was originally founded by Anthony Padilla. Was a website was known as Smosh.com. But Anthony's school friend, childhood friend, and I think school friend, I don't know, Ian Hecox joined Smosh in 2005 and started making videos on her website and later YouTube with newly founded YouTube. Um, he posting lip sync videos, but one of which was a success, was a big hit on YouTube. Was defined YouTube was the Pokemon theme song lip sync. Was almost, but unfortunately the video was not available on the official Smart channel because of copyright by Pokemon. But he did we did a Pokemon song in the Pokemon Song Revenge in 5 years later in 2010. So there's that. Smosh was not an independent company, but in 2011, Auto Digital, later rebranded as Define Media, bought Smosh in 2011 and to expand the brand that wanted to do for a long time. And Auto was Digital was a digital media subsidiary of Auto Entertainment. So Smosh will want to expand the further into a brand. Now they got Smosh Games, Shout Out Cartoons, and later the Latin America dubbing of Smosh is El Smosh. But unfortunately, Smosh as a brand only by the Defy Media was probably not happy, especially Anthony. He decided enough is enough. There's a companies they have step aside and become the importing of Defy Media and more specifically Smosh. It also happened in Newcastle in 2015, but unfortunately, these younger Smosh viewers not happy, but especially in the old Smosh days, that was pretty much, and especially Anthony. So he decided he leave the company immediately, and later and leaving Smosh entirely in 2017 because of lack of creative control of the Smosh and under Defy leadership. But a year later, Defy Media shut it down due to poor managing. And especially Anthony Padilla made a video about why he got problems with the Defy Media has a lack of profitability after Anthony left. But but eventually, Smosh gone on a solo and even gone on a sale. But eventually, in a few months later, in 2019, Mythical Entertainment, Red Link's production company, bought Smosh, and it eventually became the umbrella of Red Link's Mythical Entertainment company. But it did some decent success on Smosh brand. One most notable is the Try Not to Lab series. But but the Defy Media, but even Mythical era of Smosh were pretty much the same as the later half of the Defy era of Smosh. But even the view count is probably not even the Twilight the Laugh series on her second channel, Smart Pit. But in 2023, they decide Anthony needs to go back to old roots for Smosh days, and eventually he reunited with Ian Hecox and decided the original founders of Smosh bought the company, bought Smosh for Red Link's mythical entertainment company, and we become the independent creator and company once again. And the reasons, because I want to expand why is we're bringing back the old Smosh skits, and especially the food battle. But when we see what, and it got a lot of positive feedback, and a lot of great people wanted to bringing old Smosh back, and the rest of history. And same goes for Rooster Teeth, because I hope Rooster Teeth was bringing back in good days on the internet. Like Red versus Blue was a most long running series on YouTube, on the internet, and also YouTube. But I thought it was going to be bring back Red versus Blue, but hey, it maybe it brings maybe someday. But and especially I noticed, and especially Ruby, but even now belong to this media. But even in the other shows like Dead Match or um, Battle and Slow Mo Guys and a lot of others were when we're bringing, and the Rooster Teeth podcast where we might be returning to what we started, and I hope Rooster Teeth will bring in the future. So I hope Rooster Teeth will return in some date, but I hope there's no unspecific date of Rooster Teeth's comeback. So let's see what happens, and I hope Rooster Teeth will return with a new roots. And I hope it didn't screw this up this time. And much like Smosh, I hope Rooster Teeth will become the independent company once again. So let's see what happens, and check out the announcement video of in the description, and maybe someday Bernie Burns, or we're bringing back the good what we started, that the Rooster Teeth brand that did back in 2003. So that's what I know, and I hope Bernie Burns will and then his team will bring back the old days of the gaming community and nerd culture of the internet. That's what I know. So hoping you like it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell if you notified to what we're posting on. And that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna mention that Clownfish TV made a video, and some YouTubers like uh, uh, Critical and all mothers were talked about. So YouTube shirts, the Rooster Teeth is back on the YouTube. So yeah, that's what I know. Thank you for watching, and Rooster Teeth will live on. Okay, I'm out. Bye bye.